What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Bird's Eye View. Yours truly, Will I Am, is in the building. And we have Mika. What's going on, Mika? How you doing?
What up?
Still got that U of L on strong. I see you, man. We're gonna
Yes,
have to
sir.
go. We're gonna have to go shopping, Bump, or something, dude. We're gonna do something, man. How you doing,
Oh
Bump?
man, I'm a little under weather, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
I know that's right,
I'm
man.
good. Ready to get it.
Ready to get it? Yeah, we're gonna hit the ground running big time. Oh my gosh! Let's see. Where can we? Let's start with this beatdown. I ain't gonna say beatdown. Too much points. Miami 52, Louisville 45. We went over this game last week. Um, mm, and this I think I'm having a little flashbacks because I had
Right.
seven the other way, then I changed it, and it is what it is. We're gonna do something different today. Instead of like what we're gonna do, basically, we're gonna talk about whatever your thoughts on it, and then we'll come back and grade offense, defense, and stuff like this. So basically, overall, what you thought. So first, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the stats real quick, and then we're gonna just start running from there. So let's see. As far as the stats, let's do team stats first, real quick. Um, Miami had 27 first down. Louisville had 24. Third down, Miami was 9 for 15. Louisville was 3 for 12. Fourth down, Miami was 2 for 2. Louisville was 3 for 3. Miami gained 541 yards. Louisville 448 yards. Passing, Miami threw for 319. Louisville threw for 342. That means Miami was
Wow.
21 for 32. Shark was 31 for
Mm.
51. Um, Yards per pass, 10 yards for Miami. Louisville 6.7. Rushing, Miami rushed for 222 yards. Louisville for 106. 37 attempts for Miami, 21 for Louisville. Penalties, Miami had 5 for 55 yards. Louisville had 6 for 38. Turnovers, one of each. Crucial one for Louisville off the bat. I mean, you know what I'm saying, with the running back.
Yeah.
But let's see. Tyler Shuck, 31 for 51, like I said, 342 yards, 4 TDs. Isaac Brown, 9 carries, 56 yards, 1 TD. Ja'Cory Brooks just doing what he does. 6 catches, 107 yards, 2 TDs. Chris Brown, 5 for 77. Colin Lacey, 4 for 57. Let me see. Fumble. Of course, Isaac Brown had one. I'm not gonna even mess with the defense. I'm not even gonna speak on that right now. Colin Lacey also had 5 kickoff returns, 191 yards. The long was 100 and a TD. He also had a couple of punt returns. The kicker, a field goal, Brock. He 1 for 2, 6 for 6 extra points. The long was 22. Uh, Besides getting into it and everything else. And as I talk, I'll get into Cam and all what they look like. But Bump, what was your thoughts on this game?
I think offensively we was right there with them. So blow for blow, even pretty much the stats signify that. So I think we did a good job offensively, but we just can't give up that many points defensively. You right there as far as passing, running, even special teams showed up to play. So overall, the offense I'm in love with. You putting points up, but you shouldn't have to outscore an opponent at home. 45 points should win the game for you
Easy,
without getting into the defense yet.
easy.
45 points should win the game at home on a sold out crowd. So it was disappointing. We had a chance. I don't know if we're gonna get into the refs or whatever. How the
Whatever.
calls has been going against us the whole year. But I think we was right there with them with a chance
Okay.
to win the game, and just defense couldn't stop them.
Okay. Mika, what was your thoughts?
I agree with Bump. I told you guys last week that it was going to be a high scoring game, and
You
I was
did, man.
right. We were two very explosive offensive teams. So I hate that it didn't go our way, but I agree with Bump. I mean, it was a lot of bad calls against us. Kind of cost us the game, I think, especially the one that where they said it was an incomplete pass, but it was obvious that it was a fumble, and
Right.
you know, just ridiculous things like that. But I think that the offense played a good game, and I honestly, I don't really have a lot to say about the defense either. I do think that they are improving, and that's what we've been talking about. I think they're consistently improving, but I do think that they got to learn to tackle a little better.
A whole
Wrap
lot
To
up.
me,
better.
whole lot, yeah. To me, I had flashbacks. This was Conference USA at its finest. When you sign
Right.
up for big boys, you got to play some defense, some kind of defense. We
You got
already
to.
knew that we was
Right.
in a hole, and we knew that Miami's defense was in a hole. That's why our scores was kind of high. You know what I'm saying? Period. Nobody thought it was going to be like 21, 24, 24, 21, stuff like that. But it, it it comes a time when you have to step up and look at each other. We can blame the coaches, but you got to blame. I mean, we talking about dudes who are like 5 years and 6 years playing college
Yeah.
football, and you can't make a
Yeah,
tackle. You can't, you know what I'm saying, hold
yeah,
yourself accountable for something. Like you guys said, the offense that's humming. You score 45 points and you can't win at home. The last two games at home, you done gave up damn near 100 points. That's
Well,
right.
embarrassing.
unacceptable.
It's embarrassing. And I feel for
Yeah,
Unacceptable. Yeah.
Brown because I think they penalized him. When he did that fumble, which they didn't replay that back in the stadium, but when he did that fumble and they got it, boom, it's almost like you can see my guy wasn't even going to mess with him anymore because he didn't get, a lot of more. He only got 9 carries for 56 yards. We know he could run the
yeah,
ball. I mean, they couldn't stop Water either. But I got a problem with that because, like I was talking about last week, if you know you're going against a team that your defense can, you run the ball, slow it down, make them
Yes.
have less minutes to go ahead and do, and you know they're going to panic
yeah,
and do stuff. But no, we didn't do that, and that kind of rubbed me the wrong way with that exciting game for TV. So they got what they wanted, but as a Louisville fan, definitely not pleased with that defense. We've been talking about that for 2 to 3 weeks now, and come on, man, come on. Everything don't have to look like this.
And,
And go ahead, Bob. Go ahead.
and what's sad about it is you playing mostly seniors and fifth year seniors on the defense. And after I don't know if y'all watched the press conferences, but Miami's coach said it. He said
mm-mm.
we knew that pretty much the Louisville was an easy scout. He said we knew we could run on them up the middle. He said we knew we could score
Lord have
points
mercy.
on them.
Lord
He
have
said,
mercy.
and we knew at the same time they could score points on us. And he said another thing he said that was astonishing. He said we knew we was gonna take our lumps. He said so. They play a lot of freshmen.
Mm,
Miami does on defense. He said my thing is to let those guys take their lumps. You're gonna take your lumps. He said, but on the other end, he said we knew that we could outscore them. And pretty much he knew. Pretty much he called it. He said we knew when they was gonna run the fake punt. He said we didn't have the right personnel for it. He said, but pretty much what he's saying is Louisville's an easy scout. It's not hard. It's
Wow.
not hard to figure this out. And we said it when we said it last week that
but
you get a quarterback that's not
but you
mobile.
know what?
He can sit back there and pass it, but he can't. What's that? What?
No, what I'm saying is it's easier said now because your team still gave up 45 points. All that shit's coach talk.
Right.
Now the defense,
Right.
our defense, yeah, that most definitely you can do whatever you want to. You can do whatever but for Cristobal, whatever, to talk all that loose rap. I mean, you won, dude. And let's get into it. These
Yeah.
referees is ridiculous. It took so
Oh.
long to reverse that call because it was inconclusive. That means somebody from the ACC network or ACC headquarters called
Yeah.
them. You can't give that up. You can't give it up. Do not let that happen. And that's what
Right.
happened. Because if you each time you see it, he
Yeah.
Especially when the
lost
call of the field was
a fumble. Right. He lost
A
control of
right.
that
fumble.
ball.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
fumble. But this
And
isn't
that's
the
what it was
first
called on the
bad
field, a
call.
fumble and a touchdown.
Exactly, and that's the thing about I don't know, like what's the beef with the officiating against Louisville? Like even at home, we don't get any calls to go our way. It's like what the
The whole
hell is
season.
going
The whole
on?
season.
The whole
The whole
season.
season we've been reversed. The whole season we've been reversed on calls, and even the one with the fumble. If you call it on the field a fumble and a touchdown, it has to be inconclusive evidence that to overturn it, and that wasn't.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
It
That
wasn't.
wasn't.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
No,
But we talked about this, right? Because Miami has done that. They done had calls versus California and Virginia
Yeah.
Tech.
Yeah.
Virginia Tech was
Virginia
definitely
Yeah.
Tech,
blatant. It was blatant. This like
right?
the Louisville thing. You can't reverse that call because there's not enough evidence to reverse that call, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Especially when it was called on the field.
on
It
the
was called on
field,
the field.
on the field, man. And that's
Yeah,
sad. It is really sad, and
it hurt.
oh, it hurt, man. I mean, but it's like it was still gonna be even if Brown didn't have that fumble touchdown, even if we got that fumble touchdown, it was gonna be who was gonna step up. Somebody had to make a play. And offense, I'm
It wasn't
like you
happening.
said, Bumper, like you said, Mika, I'm okay with offense. I really am okay. I understand dude ain't mobile, but dude is putting up numbers like we
He's
ain't
putting up
seen
major numbers.
since like
Yeah.
Redmond and Brom and all that kind of stuff. Those
Right,
Yeah.
quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying? As far as passers, we ain't seen that in a minute, right?
Yeah.
We had a dual threats, we had
right.
all
Right.
that, you know what I'm saying? But this dude is actually, if you keep him clean, he is gonna put it on the spot. And if it wasn't for if Cam Ward wasn't in there, he'll be the ACC quarterback on the first team. But he
Yeah.
ain't. We know Cam got
Yeah.
And you
that.
know what?
Yeah.
If you have 1/4 of a defense, you be undefeated right now.
Oh, easy,
If you have
easy,
one
Real
fourth of a
talk. For
defense,
real.
you will be
easy,
undefeated. Yeah,
easy.
Because
you will be
every loss
undefeated
has
right now.
been one touchdown.
Yeah,
7 points.
That's
Every
7
it.
loss
points.
that we have is seven
That's it.
points. A touchdown.
Yeah,
That's
That's
it.
right. 7 points.
yeah.
That's
Ridiculous.
it.
All right, let's go ahead and grade. Let's get some grades out, guys. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. Grade wise, what do you give the Cardinals offense, Mika?
A. A plus, honestly.
Mm, like that, like that. Bump.
They did what they needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Mika. A plus. You score 45 points at home. That should be more than adequate enough to secure the victory at home.
Right,
Right.
You played every facet of the game on offense, from passing to running
right,
to all of it.
right.
To all of it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with A. I guess the plus. I guess I'm still mad, even though they scored a lot of points. I'm still wish they would have controlled the game. I think if we ran the ball more, we
Yeah.
still was gonna score. They couldn't do nothing. Y'all saw what Brown went around the corner, boom. They couldn't even match him. I mean, other than that, it's A. It's A. Great job with that. Because it could have been ugly if we didn't have no offense, man. They'd have walked out there with 50 something to 14,
Oh,
and
for
then
Oh,
sure.
without easily, easily.
you had to have an
For
And Woods,
offense.
you made a good
sure.
point that I've been talking. You made a good point. I've been talking to people about all week about controlling the ball. If you know that your defense is not producing,
Terrible.
go
Suspect.
ahead and take long, monotonous drives and slow down the clock. It's nothing wrong with sitting on the field. We know we have an explosive offense,
Right.
but sometimes you can't score in 3 plays or
Help
four
the defense
plays
out, right?
and give the ball right back to them.
Help the
Right.
defense out.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
slow it down. Take the
Yeah.
air out. Right. Take the air out the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
Take the
And
ball out the
Yeah.
air. Take the air out the
but
ball
you
a little
know
bit
what
and slow
though?
it down.
And we're gonna get into this just a little bit later, but that's a Braun thing that he needs to work on. Because you gotta identify
Right.
that. And we'll talk about that shortly, but you have to identify. You're absolutely right. Because you got to put a stop to a lot of this. All right, and this is gonna be funny. Cardinals defense. I'm gonna start with Mika. Ladies first. I'm gonna let you go ahead. Let you go ahead.
I'm gonna say I don't want to do them so bad. I'm gonna give them a C. Like they're doing a little better, but they're not doing enough. And I don't know. I don't tell me if I heard this correctly.
Okay.
Did you hear that Brom said they had not practiced tackling at practice? They had not tackled at practice until this week. Did
Like
y'all
this
hear
week
that?
now? Talking about this week now?
Yes, yes. They
You
had
know,
not tackled in practices.
you know what? Hold on, Bump, before you say
So
something.
that's why they don't tackle.
But you know what? A lot of teams lessen that physicality during the week, and it showed,
They
like you
do.
said, it showed, and that's a judgment. Not everybody does that. I will say that. Not everybody, but some people do not do that and try to prevent injuries and stuff like that. But you should have been starting
I get
practicing.
it.
You should have been practicing tackling a long
But if
time
the
ago.
defense has been that bad, I think that
Yeah.
should have been back. That should have been incorporated into practice a while ago. You know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt. Without a
Yeah.
doubt. Without a doubt. Damn. What made you wait to? I mean, you should have pulled a cord after the Notre Dame game.
Yeah.
That part. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
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 No. I don't know.
Bump. What you giving them?
They failed, man. An F. They failed in every facet of the
Ooh.
game. Defending the pass.
Oh
I don't
goodness.
even know where our linebackers was. They was carrying the linebackers into the end zone. Uh, Tackling. They come up and make tackles, and after contact, the running back is still running 4 or 5 yards, and you just can't give up
Yeah.
53 points at home. You gave up 53 points at home to a Miami team that's good. We know they're good, but they're not 53 points good.
I'm gonna protect Ron English. It was 52.
52, okay, 52. I'm sorry, but you give up 52 points at home on a sold out Saturday with a hyped crowd. Where's your motivation coming from? I mean, you got a hyped crowd, sold out, a major game that has major implications, and you lay an egg.
Yeah.
I believe they only
And
punted
it
what
was
one or two
beautiful.
times.
They punted.
Beautiful day.
Yeah.
They punt
It
one
was
time.
beautiful.
One time
They punted one time.
for 8
One time
yards.
the whole game. That's unacceptable. That's
Oh yeah, that's
unacceptable.
bad. Okay, I'll change my grade to D.
Okay. Okay.
There you go, Mika.
We
There
we
you go,
accept
me.
D.
we accept that D, ma'am. We accept that D.
Okay.
Not a problem.
Me.
But I'm
Yeah.
gonna give them an F minus. Actually, I'm gonna give them a incomplete zero, whatever the hell.
Uh,
Take this paper back home, redo it, have your mama redo it because it messed up. No matter
You
right.
what,
over?
she had some grammar mistakes. We know your mama did it.
Yeah.
She had grammar mistakes. Get out of here with that shit. Get out of here with that,
Man,
bro.
it was
It's just
terrible.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, what are we looking at here, bro? Like it's the same. Like Mika hit a point. Like, Brian, when was you gonna step up and say, hey, bros? You only stepped up because that pressure's on your neck. But what can we do? Well, let's
Yeah.
Yeah.
tackle
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Let's tackle them. And
Yeah.
ESPN embarrassed you because Martinez is the one the Bump was describing that ran through y'all, had 4 or 5 missed tackle, dudes hanging off of him when you needed a stop. Come on, man. What are we
Yeah.
doing here? It's so, what's so crazy, guys, is this. That team, if you give those players and let Charlie Strong coach them, even though we know that's not going to happen, but dude, they would be only giving up about 9 to 10 points a game because there's
That's
talent
it.
on that team.
Right.
So whose fault
Yep.
is it? We all know whose
It's
fault it
coaching.
is.
I don't. Hey, listen.
It's coaching.
I posted on CP's post that it was time for English to be fired, and a lot of the comments was that English isn't on the field; they're not tackling. That's on the players, and I'm like, okay,
Well, I wish you would have tagged
Well,
my
he's
ass
not
on
putting the
there.
best product on the field
Next time you do that, tag
because
my
who?
ass.
Mika.
there you go.
Tag me. I'll
Yep.
get
Hey,
some of that action.
Mika, your son. Hey, Mika, tell your son he was
I
right
told
about
you,
number
Bob, he was
14.
right,
Believe
but
Thornton. Was
Thornton's.
that Thornton? Thornton. Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God. Oh my God. Every
he's
touchdown
awful.
that they caught was on him, and they picking on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They picking on him.
But I told you, that's what Corey said. He said every team has attacked him and they kill him every game.
I mean, and
But
they
hey,
made an example out of him
but
Saturday.
is what's so crazy
Yep.
is that he's god awful. I mean, God bless him. I mean, hopefully it gets better, whatever. But the
Yeah.
all the All American ain't nothing either.
Now he
Riley
hasn't
ain't
did
doing
nothing.
nothing.
He
He
hasn't
ain't
done
doing nothing
anything.
either, man. I don't know if it's the
He hasn't done nothing.
NILs or we're trying to protect our stuff, make sure. But dude, he reminds me of Diggs for Dallas. I can talk about it as my that you
Right.
gamble and you get burnt because he's always gambling. He's not in position, and it's like, dude, he's trying to because
Yeah,
he's
Right.
trying to make
yeah,
the big play. But like you guys said, they
Yeah.
yeah,
ain't even messing with him because they know that if he gets his stuff, he'll take it to the house. Thornton, you're getting
Right.
yeah.
abused, and I think he's Central Florida. I think he came from Central Florida, something like that.
He,
Oh, is that
I
where he
believe
came
so.
from?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. God
He
bless
should
America.
probably go
Oh
back.
man.
He's not really ready.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She said he should probably go
At all.
back.
Wait, say me? He's not ready.
yeah.
Revoke that NIL money, please. Lord, revoke it. Give me my money,
Man,
baby. Why are you doing it to us? So yeah, that was
I was
God.
feeling bad for him, man.
Yeah, you the
I
only
feel
one.
bad for the young fella,
You the only one.
man, because they was just like you said, they was abusing him.
Yeah, they was. They was taking but I'm gonna
Yeah,
say this real quick. Also, going back to the defense on this, Cam Ward is very special. He's special. I'm gonna say that. Real quick, and I didn't do that. He was 21 for 32, 4 TDs, no interception. He also he only rushed for 29 yards, but when he was breaking the containment in the pocket and he's getting first downs,
He was finding players.
but wait a minute, he was definitely fine. But I'm saying, I want to say this. That's why I know we have no linebackers because dude don't have blazing speed. It ain't like when he
No.
cuts
no,
that corner
no.
like it's Lamar. The dude from SMU was faster than him, and we still going through the
Yeah.
Yeah,
motions. And I was like, what? And
yeah.
that's
Couldn't
and I
bring him
got a
down.
problem with that. Scared, man. You
I don't
that's
Couldn't
know.
bring
I
him
exactly
think
what
it
down.
was
it is.
Couldn't
like
bring
the
him down.
second play in the first half. They had when they had the ball first, and it was like the field was just wide open, and he just like lobbed the
Yes,
football
yes,
to the
yes,
open man. And I
Yeah.
said, "Are you freaking kidding?
yes,
Nobody sees that this dude is wide open behind you. Like, what is going on?"
yeah.
It's just that play pissed me
DBs
off.
are terrible. Yeah.
It's awful.
I just can't. I can't. And his talent, though, guys. That's what's so scary. That's what. All right, special teams. Bunk special team grades, man.
I'm gonna give them a B, B plus. They would have got an A if my man wasn't holding. That put us back to the 2 yard line. Then we end up next play
Yeah,
fumbling
Yeah,
and for the score, which ended up being the difference in the game. But overall, special teams
yeah,
did wonderful with the fake punt, the kickoff return. We didn't give up
Hey,
nothing too much on the
this
kickoff or our punts,
this
but
is
they
from
played an overall
Mika.
good game.
This is from Mika. She's clapping.
Okay, okay. And if we didn't hold on that punt, we was in good field position.
can I ask
yeah,
you this? Can I ask you guys this real quick?
Uh,
Because I didn't get to see it, and I still have. Normally, I'll rewatch the game before we do the show.
yeah.
Second, I have refused to
yeah.
watch this shit. On that fumble, what happened? Can somebody describe what happened on that play? Because I have not yet. Because in the stadium they refused to show that over. So what happened when
Let me.
Isaac Brown fumbled?
He was just a good hit. I mean, just a good hit. It wasn't nothing special. He just
So he got
ran
the
up the
ball.
middle,
He got the
got
ball.
hit. He actually got the ball. It was a good handoff. He got the ball, and the dude just a linebacker field did what he was supposed to do. He filled the gap and came up
Yeah.
and smacked him.
Wow.
And I don't know if he hit the ball or hit his arm, but it was a good play on the defense's part.
This
You get them
bad for
backed up
us.
like that, you got to bring something, right? And so he fumbled,
Yeah.
and but like I said on the special teams play before that, the holding call was questionable.
Yeah. Right.
When they replayed the holding
But
call,
even the
it was
announcer said there wasn't even the announcer said that they wouldn't have called that. That was not a
right.
hold.
Oh, for real? It was like
It
that.
wasn't. It was questionable. It
Yeah,
was questionable.
yeah, yeah.
It was questionable.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, I just wanted because I'm sitting there looking like because sometimes they play it, sometimes they don't. It is what it is. Mickey, what
Right.
you giving the special teams?
I'm gonna agree with Bump. I'm gonna give him a B also. Lacey, remember I said last week we needed special teams to run one back for us, and Lacey did that. I was
Right.
going crazy
Yeah.
when he did that. I was, yeah. He solidified who
That
he
was
is to
timely
me.
too.
Oh, needed it.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was
Oh
down.
my
timely too,
gosh,
Mika. We
yes.
needed that
You
right
needed
then.
that. It was down by 14. Yeah,
Yeah.
you needed that. You definitely needed that.
Yes.
I love it. I go with you guys too. I go B plus just because that 100 yard. You just need to tighten up stuff. Brock, you can't be missing these field goals. We need you. You can't go to Notre Dame and kick a
Yeah,
50 something yard and then miss these other that's less than that. You're gonna have to do better
Right.
on that. Come
Right.
on,
yeah,
because that also warps it. You know what I'm saying? Because it throws it off. It ain't just a seven.
yeah.
Now we can go back and put a little bit of
Yeah.
pressure on them to do what you got to do. But Colin Lacey, and I love it that like this make him the returner, and it's almost like I still know it's probably somebody on the sidelines because I dude just came back from his collar broken. I don't want and I know
Right.
bump you. I know you was back there punt return and stuff like that. That's a dangerous. That's one of the most dangerous uh positions on the football field, a punt returner.
You
And
gotta
I
have
don't.
heart
We
to do it.
cannot.
You
Mm.
gotta have
Right.
heart to
Have
do it.
heart, and you got to understand that they coming to knock you out. And so I don't want to
Right.
chance
Right.
him. I'd rather him doing a kickoff return because you can get some running thing, but that punt return and that burrow down. But I love that the work, like Brom said, we're working him back in. He just came back Notre Dame. So we're going to see him probably get some more. I'm looking for basically, guys, I'm looking for him and Brooks to be averaging close to 100. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because dude's going to
Right.
throw
Yeah.
it. It is what it is. But I'll go ahead and give him that grade like
Yeah.
that also with you guys. Um, Player of the game for you guys. Mika, what you thinking? Who was the player of the game?
I would say Lacey. I think that was key. That was a turning, like Bump said, that was major and it happened when it needed to happen. So I'm gonna go with Lacey.
Bump. But look, it got too hot. Bump. I don't know. He getting all them calls
I'll
and
go with
stuff.
Shook. Yeah, man. Potential spam and all that shit. Uh, I'm gonna go with Shook, man. I'm gonna go with Shook. Simple on the fact that man, that he balled out. He kept us in the game with his arm.
Yeah,
I mean, he
he
went
did.
blow for blow with Cam, and like you said, man, he could have been if it wasn't for Cam doing what he did. Shook would be that one being talked about in the ACC.
Yeah, he will be. You know,
He's been a steady enforce the whole season.
I
Yeah,
I was
and
going
he's consistent.
I was gonna say Shook too. I
Very.
Yeah.
Shuck. I was gonna say Shuck,
Uh
but
huh.
no, because I thought the same thing. I'm like, dude kept us in striking distance, you know. But
Right.
I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down to our guy. The other guy, Brooks. 6 catches,
Brooks. Yeah.
107 yards, 2 TDs.
Yeah.
Dude has not. I mean, granted, I know Alabama is Trump tight, but at the end of the season, they're gonna wish they had him still. Because dude
Oh,
is,
Yeah.
without question.
yeah. After the injury he had last year, he has turned the corner. Dude is an NFL receiver.
Yes.
NFL
And he's
receiver.
proven that.
Yes, love it. I
Yeah,
love
He's
he's
it.
proven
tough.
that.
Yeah. And we get Colin up in there. That's all good. All right, let's have some fun. Is Brom too offensive minded? Bump. Let's get it.
I believe he is. I said it last week. You need to be in all facets of the game, not just offense. I mean, and I know he thinks with a quarterback's man because he played it, but you got to slow the game down sometimes. Everything is not aired out. Let's score. Let's score. Let's score. When you know you got deficiencies on defense, sometimes you're gonna have to take long monotonous drives just to keep the other team's offense off the field because your defense is so terrible. So it's nothing wrong with taking a 7 minute drive to score, be it end in a field goal or a touchdown, but you got to start taking the air out the ball in some of these games when you know your defense is giving up scores in 2 and 3 plays, and they can't stop a nosebleed.
Nosebleed.
So yes, I believe he is too offensive man. Which in any other season, if you had a defense, that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful
Yeah.
if you had any type of
Last year's
resemblance of
team.
a defense, but you
Last year's
don't.
team.
Last year's team had a great defense.
If
If you were scoring
if you
like this
had this
last year,
offense,
you would have been all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
you would have
yeah,
been
for
straight last
sure.
year.
Yeah, we wouldn't have lost
You
those
would have been
last three
straight. So
games.
no, at all, at
we'd have
all.
beat the brakes out of Kentucky and all them other teams. Yeah, the
Every
offense is legit.
exactly, yeah, exactly. So I think I believe he is too offensive minded, and you have to get in the defensive huddle sometimes. I seen one time to where he was over in Ron English's ear telling him something. But man, if it calls for you going in a huddle with the defense where the offense is on the field, because we all know he calls the plays. We all know it's not Brian, it's him. He's over at the court calling in the plays.
Yeah,
That's the
But you
yeah,
problem.
got to relinquish some of that, man,
That's
and
the
check on the
problem.
other facets of the game.
That's the
You
problem.
know, right, exactly.
That's the problem. Um, hold on. Let me chime in real quick, Mika. The I'm gonna say this. Only way that you're the head coach and you're calling offensive plays that you can do that without work. Your defensive coordinator has to be that man. He's got to be that man that
Right,
every year you think everybody's coming to get him because he can be a head coach. Because he's basically the head coach of the defense and he's rocking and rolling. You ain't got to worry about nothing. So you can still call it
right.
offensive
right.
plays and do your thing because you know that Mika's taking care of business. You know that Bump's taking care of business. I'm good. I got you guys. That right there is taking care because we're taking care of business, but it is not. And you
At all.
has to realize, bro, the last 3 to 4 games last year should have been the ranking called in your ears, like, okay. Defense is done. Done. So we
Yeah,
need to
we
go ahead
need to
and take
work
care
on
of
that.
business. We need to work on that.
Yeah.
But you believe in too
Right.
much in some guy that you know that he has a record of failing. Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
Make it go ahead. Because I'm going to get on Ron English and I'm done. I'm done with him.
I think we all
Whoop,
know.
time to
Yeah,
go.
he is too offensive minded. And I don't know if that, like Bump said, maybe that's because he was a quarterback. So he
Mm-hmm.
can't turn that off. You know what I'm saying?
That's scary.
He can't.
You got to
He
give it up.
can't.
Yeah,
He can't. He did it in high school,
he can't.
college, pros. His whole mind frame is learned from
And the
offensive minded
coaches
people.
and the coaches that he
Yeah, so
the
I
coaches
don't
that he
know
coached
but
under
you
also called plays. Go ahead, my fault.
Right.
no, yeah, you're good.
And that's the problem. You seen it. You see Petrino was doing that, right? So it's nothing new. You know,
Right.
you understand that's what Petrino did. He was calling the plays, everybody's fine and all this kind of stuff. And like we said what a couple of shows ago, give Brown opportunity. Otherwise, talking about his brother, let him do it, and then if not, then
Yeah,
okay. It is what it is. We know you can,
Yeah.
because a head coach can still override things. That's why he has the headsets on. No Bump. That's not gonna
Exactly.
roll.
yeah,
We're gonna go
Exactly.
this. Do this instead. Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
it
And
is.
and he's great at Brian. Jeff is great at play calling. I love the calls that he calls. We moving the ball, we scoring, putting points on the board, but you gotta get into other facets of the game aside from just offense. You the head coach.
Right.
You got a brother that's
yeah.
probably getting paid 400, $500,000 to
Lord
sit
have
up there
mercy.
and watch the game.
So
Lord have
They
mercy.
show him
yeah,
sometime and he's watching the game like it's with us. I'm
Eating
like, damn,
popcorn. Eating
let me get that
popcorn
seat.
in a Frank.
Shit.
He might have a long
Yeah.
got iced tea up there. He might got one of
Probably.
them up there.
maybe.
It ain't
Right.
gonna make a difference. Ain't gonna make a difference. He'll
Because
be
when they
fine.
showed him, because when they showed him one time talking about him, he was watching the game like I was. Like, damn, man.
My favorite part of the show. English fired now or wait till the end of the season. Mika, even though CPM is
Oh,
talking all that stuff,
man,
what do you think?
I say now. I do. I just feel like that you've costing us major games. Like we can't afford to. We can't afford to lose again.
At all.
And we know that we probably are going to lose again because we still got to go to Death Valley. So, but honestly, we can't
Mm.
afford to lose again. So I do that. But then you ask yourself, okay, if he's fired now, then what happens? Like, is the person behind him even better? Like, I don't know.
Are you willing to take that chance?
I think at this point we don't have a choice.
I am.
We know you are.
Next show, I'm coming look with a sign, a picket sign, and everything. Fire English,
Right.
get
Right.
his ass out of here. Bump, go ahead.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna disagree with y'all just simple based on the fact of this. It's the middle of the season. Heading towards the end of the season. You got a whole bunch of seniors and fifth year senior guys that's probably loyal to him. They've been with him probably for a year or two, or he bought them in. He's the one that bought them in. So you don't want
Yeah.
to disrupt the continuity of the team
Did he?
and get rid of them. I'm not for sure, but you don't want to disrupt what you got going now, and because you who can you bring in right now? You not because anybody
That's
that's
what
good
worries
is not
me.
coming. Right, anybody that's good, that's a great defense coordinator that we were gonna go after. They looking to be head
They already
coaches.
have a job. They have a
They already have a
job.
job. Exactly, Meek. They have a job right now. So who are you gonna bring in this late in the year if you fire them? I understand we want them fired. You got to go at the end of the year without question. But right now,
Yeah, for
go ahead and
sure.
let them ride it out. Go ahead and rat them out. Look at Wood.
What is that?
I'm dusting off this mic. I'm great. Get on it. I'm great. Get on it. Go ahead.
Oh
Go
shit.
ahead.
Go ahead,
Great. Get
Wood.
on it. All right. Okay. I get what y'all saying, but this is not NFL. You have
Right.
college coaches that are linebacker coaches. You have a lot of coaches that probably like Ivy was a defensive coordinator, co-defense coordinator last year type stuff. You have that. To me, my whole thing is you're really not unless you're coaching a position. That tie is not the same as the linebacker coach or the DB coach because they spend more time with you. Yes, it's all about okay, we respect you, you're calling the plays, you're doing whatever. So what I'm saying is, I don't think you're gonna. It can't get any worse. What I'm saying, I'm not saying that it's gonna be in all or be all, but sometimes people philosophies do not match up. So maybe you do have somebody on that staff that could be an up and coming defensive coordinator that may go somewhere eventually. I don't know, maybe. But you cannot continue to get your head beat in constantly on the concrete, constantly week by week, and you know it's coming. And it's ridiculous, right? So my thing is, you get rid of his ass now, and I understand people is not going to agree. And I got it, I get it, whatever. But hanging on to
Right.
this and still giving him control because the thing about it is you don't want to embarrass anybody because he could demote him, but that's almost worse than firing him because I take away your responsibilities and you're a lame duck. You're gone anyway. What you have
Yeah.
shown is that you do not have the capability. And let's get it. Let's not get it, as they said, twisted back in the day, because you was horrible when you was here before.
Yeah.
This is
With Craig, was he
something
with
new
Craig
for
Thorpe?
Louisville fans. This is nothing new. We've been through. If you was tied to Craig Thorpe, I don't think I can have
Yeah.
you on here, bro. I understand. You can say,
He
well,
shouldn't
he
have
done
came here
had
to begin with.
experience. Never should have. And last year was a tell-all sign at the end of the season when
Yeah.
you was getting blown more than what the prostitutes do. It was ridiculous. Get her out of here. Got
Right.
bounce your ass through this door. Oh my bad.
Right.
My bad, Miko. Sorry. Sorry. So get his ass out of here. That's all I'm saying. Because I'm done. I'm done with it,
Okay.
Okay.
bro. I'm done with it. Because Mickey
Yeah.
hit it. You when you look at the schedule, we do the schedule all the time. We do the schedule all the time. So Boston College, I guess they got back another Contaros, another
Yeah, the
dude
quarterback.
who's a
Yeah,
running,
the
he's a
quarterback.
running quarterback. He's gonna run.
Yeah.
Are you gonna stop him? Is that
Yeah.
Boston? It's on a Friday night. Y'all not gonna want to play on a Friday night. They are. They're gonna be hyped up like they've done before. Then the following week, you got to go to Clemson. How many guys is worrying about Clemson now? Probably a lot of them. And you got Boston
Yeah.
College on
Yeah.
Friday. Then the
Yeah.
almighty trap game that I said earlier when we talked about it, you got to go to the West
Pittsburgh.
Coast. No, you got to go to
Oh,
Stanford.
Stanford.
Got to go to Cali. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna look at that and stuff, all that kind of stuff. I love it. It's raw and uncut, baby. This is what we do on her. Then it's Pittsburgh, who's been owning you.
Yeah,
Then you got
yeah.
Kentucky. I don't know. I don't know. I'd rather just take it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna make a difference either way. To be honest, we got bumped.
This is the this is the question. I mean, right now you fight for bowl eligibility,
Yes, you need two more
and
games.
we're what right now?
Oh yeah.
You
Four
need
and
two more
three.
games.
Yeah.
Four
So
and
this
three.
is a must win.
Yeah.
This is a must win. This is a must
Must.
win game,
Yeah.
Must.
which we already done sacrificed Clemson. You just not gonna beat Clemson in
Nah, it's
Clemson.
not. Not with this
Not
shit.
this year. I
Nah,
don't believe you
man.
can. I
No.
don't believe you can.
No.
And then Pittsburgh, that's gonna be a
Let's
must win
toss up.
game.
Let's toss up. Because they're gonna run it down our throats.
That's it's a tough. Well, I'm sorry. This Stanford,
Yeah. You just don't know.
Stanford,
You don't
Boston
know.
College. Yeah, because you don't want the season to come down to Kentucky game at Kentucky.
It's it's gonna be both teams that needs that win. Both teams may be 5 and 6 and
Exactly.
going
Yes.
in that damn win. I mean that
Yes.
game. Oh Lord
Yeah.
Jesus.
And we
Yeah.
all know that if any game Kentucky could look terrible the whole season, one game they'll throw a bomb and it'll bounce off five people's helmet and they'll end up catching it in the end zone against us.
I don't even think it's gonna be that bump. I think it'd be they put up 50. You know what I'm saying? We'll see something
Man,
crazy.
right?
Like
It'll
Oh,
be
you
crazy.
will.
I get what you're saying. I don't even think it's going to be that because the defense is legit, even though they gave up 48 whatever to
Yeah,
Florida. But
right.
watch, we ain't gonna be able to run the ball,
Hmm.
and we're gonna have to pass, and they coming full throttle. That's why we got to make sure these
Yeah,
receivers. We lost Jamari Johnson.
Yeah.
Get rail, my brother, because you was ready to do some
Right.
things as the tight end, and
Yeah.
it makes a difference. It makes a difference. Lord have mercy, it makes a difference. What we got right here? All right, let's move them right along. And we does Louisville need to give the younger players a chance to play on defense? You hear it bump talking about like Miami's coaches saying we know we're gonna take out, but we try to get this experience for them. What you thinking, Bump?
right. Exactly that. You got to go ahead and throw them to the wolves because what you have out there right now isn't getting the job done. When do we say, man, come on in here and get your chance? Because you
Please.
can't do no worse, son. You
Now,
can't
sir.
do no
That
worse than
part.
what's out here now.
That part.
Right.
And
Come
they
go. So
hungry.
go ahead and play them, and they hungry. Go ahead and give them that experience to
And you
where
might
when
lose.
they come in, at least even if they get beat, so what? That's what's happening right now with the defense. Teams only, like you said,
What
Miami
difference
punted
is
one
it gonna
time.
make?
Like Ron English.
Hey, exactly, me. Miami punted one time, so who did the starter stop in the game whatsoever anyway? So go
Me.
ahead and let the young
Yeah.
pups
They
get
stopped
get
me.
lathered up a little bit.
They stopped me from drinking.
Uh,
That's what they did. That's who they
did
stopped.
they?
I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
that's a right.
right.
Why am I
It's
wasting
time to
money on
go.
this? Why am I wasting on this?
Mm.
Beacon, what you thinking?
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I said it I think last week that it's time. Like give these youngins an opportunity. They probably won't and they probably thinking I would. If I was cold, I'm thinking to myself, man, I could have got him. Wrap up. You know what I'm saying? Give
Yeah.
him a chance.
Damn. Look. That lets you know what we dealing here. We have a sports mom because I ain't never heard of a sports mom says, wrap up. That's all sports
Hey,
moms do.
wrap it
Wrap
up.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
wrap up. Yeah, I love that. But you're
She
right.
know what she's talking about.
Yeah, that's why she's on her. The thing about it is, both of you guys are absolutely right. Let's go ahead and do it. It's you got too many 4 and 3 stars dudes and stuff like that. That it can't
Yeah.
hurt you because I'm gonna tell you, I hate to see you let somebody go and go to the transfer portal and ball out, and they're gonna say, yeah, he was at Louisville and he never played, and he balls out there.
They never
Never play.
played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
What we
did
doing?
Miami have one of our
Yeah.
defensive players that played linebacker that was killing us?
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I
Started
think they
last
did
year.
say that.
He started last year for us.
Yeah.
But he ain't do too
Yeah.
He
much
started
because
last year for us,
look,
right?
Yeah.
he ain't do too much because we got
He
45
did in that
points.
game.
45 points though. So
He got hey, he got some
yeah,
coaching now.
Yeah, 45 points.
Yeah, he did his thing though.
But yeah, that's like some. I'm not gonna get on that. I'm not gonna get on that. I was ready to cross some stuff.
I heard his name called.
No, no,
I,
no, no,
I heard his
no, no.
name
You
called a couple
absolutely
times.
right. You absolutely right.
Yeah.
Sometimes your team may be. But I'm gonna say this real quick before we go into something. Let's see. This is different. This is off the cuff. This is what we do. As far as Miami, how far do you guys? Because the ACC gonna make sure they get there. At least to the
Oh yeah, without
they're gonna get
question.
to the ACC championship and probably have to play Clemson. Now we're gonna see Clemson up front, up close next week, and we're gonna be able to see and compare the stuff. I think Clemson's probably got a better defense. Let's put it that way, and their offense is picking up mojo. But I'm gonna bypass that. Do you guys feel
Hmm.
confident that Miami's actually gonna make some noise in the college football playoff against these SEC teams and Big Ten teams and all that kind of stuff? Uh, Mika, what do you think? What's your thoughts on that? What do you think? This from what you've seen of Miami, because I'm pretty sure you've seen them at least a couple times, at least maybe. But and you might have seen some others. But what's your thoughts? Because I think we all in agreement that there's almost some shit being hand delivered. But when you go through the whole landscape
Yeah.
of the real football, I ain't gonna say real football. Football. What is your thoughts with Miami compared to them?
Uh, I don't know because, like, for to me, I think that a team that's going to make these college playoffs to eventually play in the national championship, you have to have a defense and an offense. And we saw
Hmm.
that
Yeah.
Miami's defense is just as suspect as ours because it was just an
Yeah.
offensive shootout. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're going to have enough power to do that. No, I don't think
Love it.
that they can
Love it.
handle the power conferences.
I love that. Love that. Bump. What you thinking?
Mika took the words out of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
If every game you win against, I don't want to call the ACC subpar talent, but we know it's not on the level of ACC.
Suspect.
And I watch a lot of football on
Yeah,
Saturdays, and I couldn't see them matching up against a Tennessee or a Georgia
Oh hell no.
or even the likes. I know Kentucky beat them, but Ole Miss, which could put up points and has a decent defense. So I don't believe that they're true, legit. I believe they're legit as far as our conference goes. But when you playing against the big boys that, like Mika said, has offense and defense on both sides of the ball, you can't play that style that Miami's playing.
yeah.
They should have lost against Virginia
I
Tech.
don't honestly.
We
I
had
don't
them
even
on the
think that
ropes.
they could beat Colorado. Like I think that Dion has Colorado where they need to be. I don't think that we. I don't
Uh,
think any of our teams could even beat them. Honestly.
I think Cam will eat them up.
Colorado's playing some good ball right
They
now.
they doing good. I th- I think Cam will eat them up, but I think Shador will eat them up. Yeah, I think it would be. I
That's what
think
I was
Exactly.
going
it
to
would be.
say.
I think it would be more like a
It'd be like Louisville,
Louisville game,
Miami.
and
It
who
would
got the
be
ball
exactly
last?
like the Louisville. Yeah,
Who
it
got
would
the
be
last?
exactly like our game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, and that's not good because Colorado's not considered one of the top teams. That's not
Right.
good.
Right.
With Louisville now 4-3, how do you guys think they finish? Mika, what you thinking?
Honestly, I can't even call it anymore. Like I don't know. I mean, I know because from what I hear, Boston College's quarterback is also a running quarterback and is very good thrower. So we know that we don't do well. Our defense doesn't
Lord
defend
have
well
mercy.
against those type of quarterbers. So I don't
What?
even know if we can
What?
Period.
beat Boston
Damn defeat
College.
what period.
Damn, Mika.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bump.
Uh
Oh, I'm sorry. No, we got
I'm
my
gonna
bad.
say we
My bad.
beat
Hold on,
Boston
Bump.
College.
Hold on, Bump. My bad. Mika, still. How do you think we
Look,
finish? What, as far as record wise, how you think? Let's just throw that out.
Wait, so how many games is it?
give it a
12?
games. Give it a games. Give it a games. Wood. Give it a games.
I got you. I got you. I got you. Let's go. We got one, two, three, four, five. We got five more games left. We got Boston College, Clemson, Stanford, Pitt, and my Kentucky home.
Guys, I would be on, and this is just me being honest, not even me being a diehard Cardinal fan. I'm gonna say we're only gonna probably win two more games
Why did she sound like?
because we have to go to Stanford, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I think the time zone is gonna kill them.
Kill him.
I
Kill
just
him.
don't think they're gonna adapt well to that.
Lord
And
have mercy.
then, like we said, Death Valley, unless something miraculous happens and I don't know, Shuck just goes crazy and maybe a couple defensive stops but I don't see us beating Clemson.
Why did? Why
And like
did?
I said, I
What
think
about
that
what?
Hold on.
this
Why
game
did
this
Mika?
week is
What about
tough.
Kentucky, Mika?
Wait a minute. No. Don't give that juice up. No, don't give that juice up. Don't give that juice up. Don't give that
Okay.
juice. I must. Look, check this out. Don't give that juice up. I'm gonna say this. Why did Mika sound like that? That principal, guys. It ain't gonna be too good for your ass. We gonna get you. We gonna get you. It's not too good.
Right.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now. Bump, what you thinking?
Um, I do believe we gonna become bowl eligible. I believe
Okay.
we got two more wins in us. Um, I do think we can get Boston College up there this weekend because they struggled, which I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure if the quarterback was hurt then or not. But I don't know they struggled against Western Kentucky, barely beat them. Uh,
Mm.
I believe they did they win. Did they beat? Let me check. Did they beat
Who?
SMU?
Who? Boston College? Who you talking about?
Right,
Boston College.
Yes.
Boston
Uh,
College.
Boston College. They have
They
beat
beat they
Florida State. Duquesne lost to Missouri. Beat Michigan State.
lost Michigan
Beat
State.
Washington.
Beat Michigan
Western.
State
They beat Western. They lost to
by
Virginia.
one.
They lost to Virginia at Virginia. They lost to Virginia
Virginia
Tech
Tech killed
by
them.
21. Yes, sir. We need to go and take care of their business.
So I think our chances of getting them. I think it's gonna be tough. I think you can't play worse on defense than you did last week. So if the defense
True.
has any pride whatsoever, you got to come to play this week. If you because they read the
Yeah.
papers and they watch the news and they on message boards, so they know they're getting slaughtered right now. So you got to come to play against Boston College. So I'm gonna give us the Boston College win, and then next week we go to Death Valley, right?
Yes, sir.
No,
Yep.
no, that's that's
Yes,
that's
sir. Yes,
that's a
sir.
no no. Stanford game, I believe we eke out a win on them. But like Mika
I
said, I
hope.
think we're gonna struggle. Where we should beat them soundly, I think we'll struggle because of the time frame. Like Mika said, that's and then the
Yeah.
pit game. The pit game is actually a payback game for us.
So the five.
I
Hold
think
on.
out of all games,
It's
hmm
5 games left, right? And I know you breaking
it's
it
five
down.
games. Right,
Right.
Go ahead.
right,
Go ahead, Bump. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
right. So the pit game is actually a payback game because we lost to them last year in pit when we had no business losing to them.
No
It was
business
be
in
it
the
in the
Right.
rain.
rain or whatever. We
In the
had no business
rain.
losing them. So I think you got to come out fired up for Pitt because it's a payback game and it's a home.
And you're
Actually,
gonna
it's the
need it.
last home game of the season.
And you're gonna need it.
Yep, it is.
So you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. And
You're gonna
then
need
the
it.
Kentucky game we'll get into. We'll
Yeah,
get
we get into it.
into when we get
So
into
I'm
it. But by that
so
time, back Kentucky game, I think we're both eligible.
all right. So let's do it this way. Let's make it a little easier. The last five, we got 5 games left. What's the record gonna be, Mika?
Just
Um,
out of the last five
Out
games.
of the last 5 games.
maybe 3-2. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bump.
yeah. I'm going to make it hopefully 3-2.
I'm going 3-2 also. I'm gonna go 3-2, and hopefully the last game does. But it always means something to us. So you need to take care of that shit.
Right,
Right.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Real quick, who's winning the Boston College? We ain't even gonna preview this one because I got one more thing we need to talk about. Um, so Boston College, Louisville, Friday night, 7:30. Louisville is favorite on this one, and I can at least stick that up. William, come on, let's do a better job than this. 7 points favorite. Mika, what's the score? What you thinking?
I'm gonna go us, of course. I'm gonna go 28-14.
Mm, okay, Okay. Hey,
Bless you, Bump.
Boston College got him
Thank you.
wheezing and coughing and shit. Bump,
Yeah,
what you
man.
got, brother?
I'm going 34 to
Ooh.
24 Louisville.
Okay.
I think we're gonna put up some points on them.
Yeah. 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 I'm gonna go. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna go Louisville 35. Boston College 18. I'm gonna go 18. I think we
Okay.
take care of business. All right, real quick. Let's get that off of there. Basketball season is among us, guys, and we know how we rock and roll with basketball. And sometimes it might be a
Right.
fourth person on here because I know you got a hellified chat. We gonna get her on here and we do what we gotta do
We can
to go
try
ahead
and
and
be.
do.
Hey, me and Mika
Yeah,
been working on her.
yeah, get
Me
her
and Mika
on
been
her.
working on her.
We can go ahead and talk shit, whatever we gotta do. Young Hers 59, Louisville 106. Um, I'm not even gonna read the stats. I know my guy was 6 or 8, fat, did his thing. And so we're gonna keep it mild on this one. Mika, what's your thoughts on this? And did they impress you with this win, even though we know they're Division 2, but we also saw some other teams that struggled against some exposition. This was not a struggle. What's your thoughts on
Well,
this?
I think that we hit the most threes than we've had in like 5 years. So I was excited that we're a shooting team again. I do feel like they didn't feed inside enough. They took too many
Well,
shots on the outside, I
Mika's
think.
dangerous, ain't she?
But
Mika's
I
dangerous,
told
man.
you.
I
She's dangerous.
definitely am excited. They have me pumped up because honestly, I don't know if Kenny Ping's team would have beat them.
Oh hell
Hell,
no.
hell no. I was going to
It would have
say
been a
something.
battle.
I was going to say something. I had to make this a scrabbers only. Bump. What you got?
I'm very optimistic. I know we played you know what I'm saying, a Division 2 team, and we did what we were supposed to do with them. I mean, like Mika said, I would like to see more plays, but when you run five out like that, where everybody's on the perimeter, that's what five out is everybody's on the
Right.
perimeter. They pass the ball. They pass the ball really, really good, and they make the extra pass and find the open man. And the thing is, they're hitting shots when they're open. We haven't seen, like Mika said, we
Yes.
haven't seen that in years.
Years.
So, you know,
Right.
I'm
Crisp.
optimistic. Only shortcoming I see us having would be with great rebounding teams,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I know we're not going to
Right.
hit like that year in. You know what I'm saying? Every game, but I know when we do miss, because they kind of out rebounded us on the boards. I believe. I'm not
I
sure
thought
the
Especially,
so.
stats, but
well, the second half they did for sure. Second half they was getting
oh,
our
the
Okay.
second
stuff.
half, okay, they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when you playing five out, the rebounding is, it's not going to be there to every game. So I'm just anxious to see, once we get to playing some real teams,
Yeah.
how we actually, how we actually play.
I think
Because I
because
know he's not running those set plays truly
oh no
in
no
an
no no
exhibition. He's not going to show his
no
whole hand like that in
Right.
no
okay,
exhibition game.
especially with the
Right.
So, you
especially with
know,
the schedule we got. You got some good teams that we playing, which we've been
you
dying
got
for
some
that.
dogs on that schedule.
The only shortcoming to me is I would love for him to got University of Louisville got an inside post player. So when the jump shot's not
Yeah,
going, you can dump it into this dude. He's gonna be able to get you buckets. That's why the only dude I wish we would
right.
have retained, even though I know he had attitude, was Brandon Hatfield.
Yeah,
Like give him,
yeah,
throw it in
Oh
there,
yeah.
let him eat.
Yeah.
Hey, and if you couldn't get him,
Yeah.
get somebody, and that's why they was probably trying for old boy who went to go to Washington from Utah State because this team. That's the only thing they're lacking. If they had a post player,
yeah.
oh man, because everybody on the team can shoot, but you gotta be able to
Everybody
dribble
can
Yeah.
shoot,
in.
but who's you?
Go ahead, brother.
And you got to be able to stop and play the post also. So
Yeah,
we really don't have no shot
Right.
blockers.
thin
So
in the
I think if
pans.
anybody kills us, it'll
Now
be inside. But if
I
you
think
hitting
I think
threes,
we got some people that can block shots. I just think that they ain't got no
hmm
weight because you got to think. You already know, bump. And Mika knows the shit. She talking about wrapping up. Uh, when somebody puts it into their chest, you got to be able to withstand that.
yeah,
and that's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
So I got you. I
Yeah.
think we got it, but you got maybe physicality is missing on this team. Everybody Slim Jim.
And like you said,
They Slim Jim.
yeah, he has a type, but like you said, if you would have kept Huntley Hatfield,
Mm.
in which we got to play him this year at North Carolina State,
Yes, sir. We got
he's
to run
probably
them
gonna
off
be
the
one
court.
of the better five players in the league this year.
We got to run them off the court. We just got to
Yeah,
keep
for
going.
sure.
You got to
We
run,
just
yeah,
got to keep running.
yeah,
And that's why I think his scheme
Yeah.
is this run. Like we're gonna do our thing,
yeah,
but miss baskets, made basket, push it down the court. Big dude ain't coming down the court,
Yeah.
and that's why I think
Yeah.
Case and Pryor, quit shooting all them threes, bro. You athletic, get in
yeah,
there, dunk it, do whatever. You're not the guy from BYU. You can hit some threes, but you can't be
right,
doing all that shit. Come on, bro. So I was
Yeah.
impressed
right.
with it as far as the shooting because we haven't had shooters in a while, like you guys said. It is what it is. I love it. And I love what we do. We keep it real. We talking to the people. We doing what we gotta do. Mika, what you leaving the people with?
Let's just go Cards. Let's win Friday.
Yeah,
I'm
L's
I'm
up.
I'm, I'm picking it up. I'm getting it, Meek. I'm getting it. Bump.
I'm looking for a big rebound from the defense this week. That's what I'm gonna be looking for. First series, give me a three and out.
Woo!
First series on defense, give me a
Yeah.
three and out. Give me a three and out for once. Give me a three and out, please. So I'm anxious. I'm
Yeah.
anxious. I'm riding. I'm still on that L train. So I'm gonna be right here Friday night, glued like I'm saying. Like rest of my diehards
You
are.
ain't
So
you ain't got to do
you
that.
know,
I'm great. Hey, if y'all free, come on a mile wide. We great. We watch the game where Mika bump. Cause hey, I ain't gonna say it right now, but come on the mile wide.
uh
We
huh.
got we got some stuff brewing back
Hey,
there. That's all I'm saying.
if I'm feeling a
7:30
little
is the
better,
game.
I'll be
If y'all
there.
feel a little better, y'all ain't do the show your face. I'm gonna have all the 54 crews go ahead and do that, and we can rock and roll with that. I'm gonna say, hey, first of all, I appreciate Bump and Mika for this, for joining me on this bird's eye view. They are diehard fans and they know they shit bar none. And I enjoy talking to them and they know what they're doing. So look, this is what we do. And it's gonna get better. It's gonna flow better. It's gonna do what we gotta do. But understand, basketball, football, all that stuff we're trying to cover and make sure you guys understand how we feel, how you want to feel. Comment, and I ain't gonna lie. This is the thing about it. We're gonna comment. You can comment whatever. I'm gonna get these guys. We're gonna do some live shows because y'all know how I love my live shows. We're gonna do some live shows. Get y'all
Right.
on here, and we're gonna rock and roll. But I want to thank everybody for watching, supporting. Hey, Vano Empire, thank you for the sponsorship. We do what we gotta do. It is what it is. God bless, and we out. Peace.
L's
Peace.
up, baby.